The ghost child of the swimming pool. Have you ever heard about a ghost child killing someone in a swimming pool? Let me tell you what really happened in that pool. It took place in a busy downtown area of a mid-sized Chinese city. Nowadays, many swimming centers focus on child swim lessons. Those small, enclosed pools, made only for kids. This particular pool was very popular because the owner was quite famous. The facility was on the first floor of an office building, about 10,000 square feet in size. They had 5 swimming coaches, 2 staff members, and 1 cleaning lady who took care of the place. Lots of parents brought their kids there. Among them was one parent whose child we're going to talk about. The boy was 6 years old, in kindergarten, and his parents signed him up for swimming lessons. He was a quiet, withdrawn kid, not good at playing with others. He didn't really want to come. His parents made him. That afternoon, there was a swimming class. Around 20 kids showed up. Each lesson lasted about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. The kids were all very young, between 5 and 10 years old. Because they were so little, the teachers used tight child swim rings for safety. There were 4 teachers in the pool and 1 sitting on a stand, supervising. The 6-year-old boy stayed near the edge by himself. The supervisor looked at him once, saw nothing wrong, then turned to watch other kids. At some point, the boy slipped out of his swim ring. He started choking, struggling for a few minutes, and then he sank. Because the place was full of shouting and splashing, no one noticed his cries for help. 10 minutes later, the supervisor finally saw his body floating on the surface. By then, it was too late. The police came, and the owner paid huge compensation to the family. He also invited a spiritual master to drive away evil. But the incident destroyed his business. He went bankrupt, and the pool was closed for half a year. During that time, the windows were all covered. From the outside, you could only see darkness inside. Half a year later, another businessman bought the place cheaply. He was a practical man, a materialist. He didn't believe in ghosts or superstitions. Because of the low reopening prices, many new customers came to swim again, but soon strange things started happening. Some swimmers said they felt a small hand grabbing their feet underwater. Nothing serious happened at first, so the owner ignored it. He told them it was just an illusion, even gave them discount coupons. Business got better and better until one night. A beautiful young woman came to swim with her best friend around 9 p.m. They swam for about half an hour. Then her friend left with her boyfriend to see a movie, leaving the woman alone. Around that time, there were 3 men still swimming in the men's pool next to hers. A glass wall separated the 2 pools. They could see each other clearly because the woman was so attractive. Those men kept staring at her, planning to talk to her later. At about 10 p.m., the woman got out and went to the shower room. The men also got ready to leave. But as one of them, named Li Ji, stood up, he suddenly slipped and fell right back into the water. His friends laughed at first, but then Li Ji started struggling, coughing, kicking wildly, like he was being pulled. His friend, Mr. Wang, realized something was wrong and jumped in with another man to pull him out. When they dragged him up, Li Ji looked terrified. He kept staring at the water, saying something. A kid grabbed my leg. That's why I fell. Mr. Wang froze for a moment and said, "Man, earlier when I was watching that girl swim, I saw a kid's face under the water near her. I thought I was seeing things, but maybe I wasn't." The 3 guys panicked and ran out immediately. By then, it was around 10:50 p.m. The only people left inside were the girl, who was still showering in the women's changing room, and a front desk worker named Mr. Lin. Mr. Lin didn't know anyone was still inside. He was sitting at the counter, playing a mobile game. Around 11 p.m., he got ready to close up. He checked both the men's and women's pools, the locker rooms and the men's shower room, but not the women's. He said it was quiet, so he thought everyone had gone. Later, surveillance footage confirmed his story. The next morning at 7:30, The cleaning lady came in for work. At about 8 a.m., when she went to clean the women's shower room, she found the girl lying on the floor, dead. Her hair and skin looked burned like she'd been electrocuted. There was no blood. The cleaner screamed and called the police. The police arrived quickly, sealed off the building, and questioned Mr. Lin, the cleaning lady, and the owner. 3 officers went into the shower room, one of them a forensic investigator. They saw the girl's body. No wounds, no blood. But they did find a small red footprint nearby, like a child's foot smeared with red paint or blood. The forensic officer collected a few strands of hair from the scene, sealed them in a small evidence bag, and placed that bag into a larger one on a bench. But when they finished collecting everything and turned around, the small bag had somehow been taken out, lying on the bench again, open. None of the 3 officers had touched it. They all felt chills. The forensic officer carefully sealed it again and left the shower room. As they walked past the pool, a loud click echoed. A switch on the wall had flipped by itself. Immediately, the pool's water pump started running. That switch wasn't automatic. It had to be pressed manually. The officers looked at each other, pale and shaking, and rushed to the lobby. The owner brought them to the security room to check the surveillance footage. Here's what they saw. The girl entered around 9 p.m. Her friend left at 9:30. The girl finished swimming and went to the showers around 10:15. Li Ji and his friends left at 10:35. At 10:40, the lights briefly went out, just a second or two. Mr. Lin was too focused on his phone to notice. Then, at 10:50, something unbelievable happened. A big inflatable swimming ring on the floor slowly started moving, as if an invisible child was pushing it. After 5 minutes, it slid into the water and fell with a splash. Ripples spread across the pool, but no one was there. At 11:02, Mr. Lin appeared on camera, doing his final inspection. He never entered the women's shower room. The footage then jumped straight to the next morning, showing the cleaner discovering the body. The final clip matched what the officers later experienced. As they walked by the pool, the same wall switch turned on by itself. The case was never reported by the media. The owner had connections and silenced it. Later, the pool was permanently closed and turned into another type of business. But locals say that sometimes, if you swim there late at night, you might still feel a small cold hand grabbing your foot from below.